Hi, I'm Rumi, straight from the royal vine, breaking free. Yeah, it's my time. Please like, share, comment, make it bold, and maybe you'll wake up with a crown of gold. I grew up in the kingdom of Permangrad. My father was the 450th person next in line for the throne. I knew he'd never be king in his lifetime, but he kept dreaming about it even after my mom passed away. I like the time my twin sister Zoe fussed over a tiny tear in her gown. He made her the most ridiculous promise.
Oh, my princess, don't worry. When I become king, you will have 1,000 new dresses every day.
I did the math, Father. The odds of you becoming king are 1 in 100, unless you're planning a coup. Oh, shut it, Rumi. Miracles can happen.
Zoe was Dad's favorite, the perfect obedient daughter. I, on the other hand, was the bad egg. The older I get, the more I grow tired of the dull life in my grand mansion. Every mealtime had to be a feast with so much thrown away after.
Dad, can we stop making so much food? It's such a waste.
What's life without a little extra?
What if we shared the leftovers with people who needed them?
I'd rather toss it.
You're hopeless.
Unless you were sleeping. Dad made us wear very stiff clothes all the time.
These are the latest high-neck designs from Buzz and Balana. They cost me a fortune.
More like choke the life out of you designs.
Your outfit reflects who you are, and as royals, appearances matter.
Exactly. Rumi, if you step out looking like a mess, we might have to pretend we don't know you.
For a long time, I felt like an alien in my own house. But then, I found it. Rapping lit up my boring life like nothing else could. My room was like my own little empire. A safe, comfy space where I could lose myself in fiery rap beats. I've lost count of how many songs I've written there. At first, Dad thought it was just a passing phase. But when he realized I wanted to make a career out of it, he didn't like that one bit.
I told you, no gangster nonsense in my house. What will the other royals think?
Oh, our little princess wants to be a street star now. You don't get it. This is my passion. Ugh, Rumi, can't you see you're embarrassing the family? Embarrassing? I didn't do anything wrong, so why should I care what others think?
Rumi, why can't you be more like your sister?
Guys, come on. I'm working on a track housing in the streets. It's going to be a total banger.
I regretted those words the moment they left my lips.
Did you just call us guys? How foul.
A track you'll sing in the streets? That's ridiculous. From now on, you're not allowed to leave this house alone. You will be homeschooled for the rest of your high school until you get a brain reset.
Dad's judgment was swift. No friends, no parties. He wanted me to break and quit, but I refused. I was determined to be a star, so I found a way to share my music without revealing my identity. I created a YouTube channel, and under the pretense of using the bathroom, I would go in and record myself singing with my face covered. Soon, my subscribers were in millions. My fans even named me the Masked Queen of Rap.
580 views in 1 hour. Woohoo! What are you doing in there, Rumi? Bathing, sis.
One weekend morning, I woke up groggy and reached for my phone. Then I saw it. A message that made me jump on the bed with joy. I knew I'd get scolded for acting unroyal, but I didn't care. It was from Jinu, my idol, the famous singer I've admired for so long. Is this for real? He wanted to meet and discuss a collab on one of his songs. A collab with Jinu meant instant stardom, plus working with my crush. Bonus! But I had to figure out a way to leave this home that had become a prison. Then I got an idea. Dad wanted me to be a perfect little princess, right? I'd be the daughter of his dreams. The next day, Dad took us shopping and picked the most ridiculous hats. Because at 17, we were clearly too young to pick what we liked.
These hats are fit for girls of your class.
I'm sure Rumi will have something snarky to say about them. Me? No way. They're perfect. We'd look like we just descended from heaven. God's royal gift to humanity.
Dad and Zoe were surprised by my sudden niceness, but it was all part of my plan to win back his trust and my freedom. In front of me was a mountain of fried chicken. Honestly, it made me feel sick. But with extraordinary effort, I faked excitement over this ridiculous meal.
No complaints about the wastefulness today. That's suspicious. Oh, sweet sister. I just love being surrounded by all this food. What could be better?
My acting actually worked. At least it annoyed my little tattletale sister. So I kept playing the good daughter, wearing heavy gowns and behaving like a proper royal. It seemed my dad had truly fallen for it. He really believed I had given up on my dream of becoming a rapper. And finally, he lifted my punishment and allowed me to return to school. Woohoo! Long live freedom! My secret plan was back in action. I chatted Jinu up and arranged a meeting. When I saw him in person, I nearly melted. He was even hotter up close.
Hi! Hi, Jinu!
Hi, you look familiar. Rumi, the daughter of Baron Ethelbert. What are you doing here?
Well, we were supposed to meet today.
You're the queen of rap.
We talked for hours. I told him how music was my passion, but my dad saw it as a disgrace.
So you wear the mask because you're hiding from your father?
Pretty much. He wants me to be a perfect princess, not someone jumping around on stage.
But you're not just someone, you're you. People love you for it.
If he finds out, it won't just be anger, it'll be disappointment. And that's worse.
You can't live your life afraid of what someone else thinks. You've got something incredible. Maybe it's time your dad knows too.
Maybe one day, but not yet.
Then let's make some magic. And when you're ready, I'll be cheering you on.
At last, the moment arrived. I was singing with the idol I had dreamed of for so long. We recorded his song, and when it dropped, it shot straight to the top 10 on the charts and stayed there for weeks. In a few months, we recorded a few more songs together, and our fan base grew like wildfire. But when my feelings got involved, things got messy. I think I've fallen for Jinus. I mean, who wouldn't? He's handsome, charming, and super sweet. And honestly, I think he feels the same way.
Jinu
Would always give me sweet compliments whenever he called and spoiled me with thoughtful gifts every week. That night's performance was unforgettable. The crowd roared as we took our final bow. Backstage, the energy was still buzzing. I was so overwhelmed. I did something reckless. I pulled back slightly, lift my mask, and lean in to kiss him.
What are you doing?
I thought...
Thought what? That we're a couple. We're just business partners. Okay.
Jinu's words hit me like 1,000 arrows, straight to the heart. I ran as fast as I could, hoping it was all just a bad dream.
Jinu,
Called and texted over and over, but I couldn't bring myself to respond. Seeing his name just reminded me of the humiliation. While I was nursing a broken heart, Dad had other plans. One night after dessert, he announced that she would be getting married to Sir Bernard's son, Archie. Sir Bernard was the second to throne and Dad highly regarded him. They couldn't hide my disappointment at my father.
an arranged marriage in this day and time.
Sir Bernard is a second to the throne. Zoe will have a higher chance of being queen if the marriage takes place.
I knew it was a power grab.
You should be congratulating Zoe for the enviable privilege, right, Zoe?
I'm going to bed.
From her face, I had a feeling that Zoe wasn't happy about being married off. I passed Zoe's room and saw her crying.
Tears won't fix anything. What do you want? Isn't it what you always wanted? Being a princess? Marrying royalty? I don't like Prince Archie. I'm in love with Starry. Starry? The bodyguard? Then tell Dad. Dad would never accept it. I'm not like you, Rumi. I can't stand up to him. I didn't think I could either, but I did.
In that moment of vulnerability, I shared my biggest secret with her. But when I woke up the next day, my heart nearly stopped. Dad and Zoe were in my room.
I should have known something was off. How come you've been so obedient all this time? Releasing an album, even texting strange boys, and now attending a music festival tonight, a concert tonight.
Zoe, you snitched on me?
You thought you could fool me? Guards, clear out this disgraceful nonsense.
Don't you dare step a foot in here.
Oh, it's like this now? Guards, step down. I give you two options. Renounce this shameful music career and marry Prince Archie instead of Zoe. That's the only way I can keep a wild child like you in check. Or I will disown you.
My worst fear had come true. Zoe betrayed me to save herself. How could I marry someone I didn't know or love? That night, Dad told us to dress up for dinner at Sir Bernard's place to bond with them as future in-laws. But as fate would have it, the very place that Dad intended to bind me to forever became my saving grace. We had barely entered his living room when a phone on the table started ringing, and Sir Bernard rushed out to get it. His ringtone was a rap song I knew so well because...
Baron Ethelbert, welcome.
That's my song. Your ringtone.
You're the queen of rap?
Yes.
I'm a huge fan.
Wait, you listen to rap? Isn't that beneath you?
Beneath me? It's art. I may be royalty, but I'm also human. Life's too short to be stiff all the time. Would you please sign my autograph?
At that point, I remembered the concert that Jinu had invited me to. Learning that Sir Bernard loved my music was all I needed for my fire to make music come back strong.
I've got a concert tonight. Sir Bernard, I really respect you, but I can't go through with this engagement.
I understand. Follow your heart, Rumi.
What are you saying? You can't.
I can and I am. And you better tell Dad who you really love or remain an unhappy puppet forever. Whatever plan you had, To use me as this sacrificial lamb officially smoked.
Music was my life, and I wouldn't let anyone take it from me anymore. Even if it meant Dad's rejection. Even if it meant singing with a man who broke my heart. Even if we couldn't be a couple, we had good chemistry as singing partners. We sang with all our hearts. And when we were done, I was ready to show myself to the world. Everyone screamed and began to cheer as they recognized who I was. My heart felt like it would burst from all the love and support from my fans. And then, as if from a teenage fantasy movie, Jinu kissed me.
What was that for?
I owe you an apology. When you kissed me, I was so shocked that I hurt you. But over time, I've realized just how much I feel for you. I tried calling you, but you never replied.
So you're not running away anymore?
The only thing I want now is to kiss you even more.
I'm telling you, that's my daughter in there. Real royal VIPs. We don't need tickets. I personally made sure she became the greatest singer in the world. I have coached her since childhood. Even Sir Bernard the Great plays her music. I don't care who you are. No ticket, no entrance.
Don't let your family background or society's expectations hold you back. People will always have opinions, but in the end, it's your life. Break the mold. Pursue your passions. Even if they're unconventional, your heart will take you where you want to be.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and I'm the only child of a rich couple of tech entrepreneurs. They developed some apps that became super popular overnight, and they became millionaires. Sounds cool, right? Well, it wasn't that great for me. But before we continue the story, please like and subscribe. My parents were always working or traveling, so I hardly ever saw them. I was practically raised by my nanny, and my best friend was my chauffeur, Thomas. I really wanted to have friends my age to play with, so when I was 5 and starting school, I was thrilled. I put on my new uniform and cleaned my thick glasses. Oh yeah, I have a huge eyesight problem. I'm almost blind without them. When we arrived, I noticed that everyone in the parking lot was looking at me. Just then, I spotted a girl my age standing close by and saw that she was wearing the exact same shoes as me. I walked up to her excitedly and put my foot next to hers. Look, we have the same shoes. We could be best friends. The girl stomped on my foot.
Don't think you'll be popular here just because you came in a fancy car, 4 eyes.
But
I didn't ask and I don't care. Don't talk to me.
And with that, she flicked her hair and left, and her minions followed. I soon discovered that her name was Cynthia, and she was in my class. She told everyone I was a loser who'd begged to be her best friend, and I instantly became a laughingstock. For the next few years, I just kept my head down and ate my lunch alone in the janitor's closet. In the 2nd grade, I saw a sign-up sheet on the board for dance auditions. I'd been having dance lessons at home since I was a kid, and I loved it, so I immediately put my name down. But just then, I heard Cynthia laughing behind me.
There's no place for you here. Only talented dancers can join the class. The ones who don't wear stupid glasses.
I was so tired of her walking all over me. I am a talented dancer. You don't get to decide what my place this.
With that heavy equipment in front of your eyes, I don't think so.
That joke about my glasses is now older than my grandma, and I'm bored. Come up with something better already. Her eyes went wide in surprise, and I walked off feeling proud of myself. Maybe she'd let me be now, but I was so wrong. On the day of the audition, she got to dance first. She wasn't bad, but I was better. But when she finished dancing, all the judges got up and clapped for her. Immediately, a woman in the jury said,
"That was brilliant. We have the person here for the lead role."
Wait, what? I climbed onto the stage immediately. Excuse me, ma'am, but she was only the first dancer. You haven't even seen the rest yet. The woman looked at me with disgust.
I can tell simply by looking at someone if they're talented, and you are not. Someone take her away, please. Next.
That was so unfair. After the audition, I saw Cynthia hugging that woman and calling her mom. Now it made sense why the judge was so nasty. Well, I couldn't even do the one thing I loved, and Cynthia still kept making my life miserable. Over the next few years, she spread a rumor that I had a contagious eye disease, and anyone who hung out with me would go blind, and everyone actually believed her. Another time, I'd taken my glasses off during an exam to clean them, and I didn't notice her slipping a cheat sheet on my desk. I nearly got suspended. I spent most of my time denying all these stupid rumors, and it was exhausting. One day in 7th grade, as I was walking down the corridor, Cynthia pushed me and my glasses fell off. What the hell are you doing?
Move it, Professor Four Eyes.
That was it! I attacked her blurry figure, knocking her to the ground. We were wrestling, pulling each other's hair when a teacher intervened, and we both ended up in the principal's office. Cynthia looked totally chilled out, and her mom landed 2 minutes later to defend her.
Oh, I know this child. She's a troublemaker.
Her mom was on the school board, and the principal seemed to believe her instantly.
Where are your parents? Your father said he'd be here right away.
Before I could answer, Thomas opened the door.
Oh, that's not her father. That's her chauffeur.
Clearly, she's not on her parents' priority list. They sent the chauffeur to deal with her.
I blinked away my tears furiously and ran off to the empty school auditorium, one of my usual hiding spots. I put on my headphones and started dancing in the dark. It was the only thing that kept me sane. When I finished, I heard someone clapping. As I looked towards the audience, I saw a boy sitting in the dark. It was Clayton. Clayton was popular and hot, and every girl in school wanted to date him, including Cynthia, and that was reason enough for me to stay away from him. What do you want?
I was just watching you dance. You're really good.
Please just stay away from me. And as I was walking past him, he gently took my arm.
Wait a second. Okay, I just want to talk.
I stopped, my heart beating a little faster. He removed my glasses.
You're really pretty.
As he pulled me closer, I shut my eyes, waiting for my very first kiss. But before anything happened, he started to laugh and ran away with my glasses. Hey, wait! I started panting and sweating. Everything was dark and blurry. I heard laughs coming from every corner.
Loser, four-eyed dork.
I covered my ears and started to cry. Suddenly, Thomas opened the door and shouted,
Natalie, where are you?
Oh, here comes the superhero to the rescue.
Or should we say super chauffeur?
Cynthia and her tribe skipped out laughing as Thomas took my hand and then drove me home. I didn't go to school for a few days and stayed in bed, but the more I thought about it, the angrier I felt. I was alone and my parents weren't going to come bail me out. I had to stand up for myself. It was the only way to deal with these bullies. But when I went back to school, suddenly everyone and everything had changed. Cynthia ran towards me and hugged me like a best friend.
My Nat, we were so worried about you.
Yes. Where have you been? We missed you.
Even Clayton was there smiling at me. What on earth was happening? What are you up to? Don't touch me. And then I heard a voice behind me. It was my mom.
Natalie, what are you doing?
What am I doing? What are you doing here?
Nat, how come you never told us that your mother is the founder of the most successful fashion app in the world? She just gave us a ton of discount coupons for the most awesome brands.
And why did I need to tell you that I don't even use it?
You're hilarious, Nat. That's why we're best friends.
No, we're not. You're a psycho.
Natalie, you're being so rude. I didn't teach you those manners.
You're right. You didn't teach me any manners. You didn't teach me anything. So go back to making your apps, Mom, and take these psychos with you. Well, maybe having a famous mom would finally help get Cynthia off my back, but that was wishful thinking. Because from that day on, I not only had to deal with her at school, but also in my own home. Since Cynthia had convinced my mother that we were best friends, Mom had a brilliant idea of inviting her home every day and to come with me in the limo. But one day, just when I was at the edge of losing my mind, something unexpected happened. As I was coming out of class, I saw Cynthia and her mom arguing.
You need to train for nationals, Cynthia. You seem really distracted.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm practicing at the studio every day. I know how important the competition is.
Okay, just checking. You have to win every competition to get a university scholarship. Your stupid father has left me with no money, and you have to go to Juilliard. It's important for my reputation.
I know, Mom.
I realized Cynthia had been lying to her mom about going for practice because she was always at my place. Now is my chance to get rid of her once and for all. That afternoon, when Cynthia was at my place as usual, I stole her cell phone, took her mom's number, and called her, acting as a secretary from the dance studio. Hi, I wanted to tell you that your daughter had an accident at the studio and you're her emergency contact. Can you please come over immediately?
Oh my God, is she okay?
Yes, she's fine, but she's asking for you. I'm sending you the address.
I'll be right there.
Okay, that was a bit dramatic, I know. When I heard a car screech to a halt outside my house, I went running out. Cynthia's mom was shocked to see me.
You, what? Is this some kind of prank?
Oh no, please believe me, you have to come see Cynthia. As her mom looked at me suspiciously, I led her to my bedroom where Cynthia and her minions were reading magazines, lying on my bed.
Gosh, I think I'll just run away and become a teen model or marry some rich billionaire. I don't want to dance and go to stupid college. Mom is really annoying. No wonder Dad left her.
You ungrateful Brad.
Mom, I was just kidding. Shut up. You're coming with me right now. You're grounded for life.
She took Cynthia by the ear, like a 5-year-old rascal caught doing something bad by her mommy. It was heaven, and I've been recording the whole thing on my phone. It was an Oscar-worthy film I could watch on repeat, and then I shared it with the whole school. By the next day, Cynthia was the laughingstock, and that was the end of her popularity. But when I got home that day, Mom was waiting for me with her phone in her hand.
You made this and circulated it everywhere. How could you do this to that nice girl? You're a terrible person.
I'm glad at least this made you pay some attention to me, Mom. Did you know Cynthia has bullied me from the day I started school? Do you know she's knocked me down, spread rumors about me, and humiliated me in front of everyone? You wouldn't know because you were never here. Her mom always came to defend her, but mine never showed up for me.
I'm sorry, Natalie. I didn't know I was so busy all these years to build a great future for you. This app, this company, this money, it's all yours.
Well, you know what, Mom? I always thought I was angry at you for never having any time for me. But now I think what's been bothering me all along is that I'll grow up to run your company one day, and I'll become someone like you. And I don't want to be like you. I don't want to ignore the people who love me the most for some company or money.
Oh, I didn't know you hated me this much.
Mom, I don't hate you. I hate the fact that I might turn out to be a mother like you.
Please forgive me. Please give me a chance.
I wasn't ready to forgive her right away, and I didn't talk to her for months, but it seems like my words had really moved her, and she kept trying to make up for all the lost time. And eventually I decided to give her a chance again. And well, Cynthia, she never bothered me again. She was now a prisoner of her mother, who didn't take her eyes off her and forced her to dance every single day. Before ending the story, I want to tell you that pushing others is not right. We should learn to love and help one another.
Hi, I'm Emery, and this is my story. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. When I was a kid, my parents always fought a lot. Mom got so fed up that she yanked me out of bed one night and snuck me out the door. Mom, I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed.
Shh, quiet.
The next thing you know, we'd moved to a tiny apartment in a strange town, and I hated it. I screamed and cried for Mom to take us back home. Take me back! This is whack! I tried reaching out to my dad, but he was always too busy. That made me sad. But Mom found ways to cheer me up. Eventually, I got used to our new place, and hanging out with Mom was pretty cool. After a while, Mom met someone new. Soon they were married, and we moved into a new house. My stepdad was nice, but his daughter was a witch.
Hey Naomi, welcome your new mom and stepsister.
Welcome them! You, Dad, they're poor! Why are we keeping them here and feeding them? They're disgusting and gross!
Haha, she's just kidding. She's a little shy. She's a sweetheart once you get to know her.
Naomi was the worst! She threw ketchup in my face, turned the lights off when I was reading, tossed my clothes out the window, and stole all my toys. I tried to tell my mom what was going on.
Hey babe, we're guests here. Naomi is a bit spoiled, but we have to learn to accept her.
Thank God Naomi and I didn't go to the same school. Naomi went to an expensive school for brats, and I begged my mom and stepdad to let me stay at my old school. But a few years later, things took a turn. My stepdad's company lost a ton of money and he couldn't keep up with the bills.
Girls, money is tight, so we'll have to enroll both of you in public school.
Public school? No! Naomi threw the biggest tantrum and refused to eat for a week. Though I caught her sneaking cookies from the kitchen at night. On the first day of school, Naomi acted like a total spoiled brat. Hey everyone! You may see this girl talking to me, but that doesn't mean we're related. She's just our maid. No, she's our maid. No, she's our maid. No, she is our maid. No, she's our maid. Naomi and I fought all the time. We shouted at each other in the hallway, had a food fight in the cafeteria, and one time during science class, we started shoving each other and accidentally hurt the teacher who was trying to separate us. She ended up with a broken nose. The kids thought we were insane. Neither of us had any friends. I mean, I couldn't blame them. Naomi was a crazy witch and I'm cool, but shy and weird and insecure and invisible. So yeah, after weeks of being outcasts, we grew a bit closer. Just a bit. Because we were lonely, and we only had each other. Then one day in first grade, our parents sat us down to give us some news.
We're gonna have a baby.
Oh really? That's cool! A baby? Why would you go and do a stupid thing like that? The baby came and my parents were so happy.
A beautiful little boy.
Isn't he precious? Let's call him Sam.
I fell in love with Sam immediately, even though he was annoying. He cried a lot and peed all over the place. Naomi avoided Sam like the plague. She'd lock herself in her room and only came out to eat. Look at his stupid, dirty face. Oh my God. Why is he throwing food everywhere? I played with Sam every day.
You're so good with him. Honey, could you watch Sam while Dad and I run some errands?
Sure, no problem. As time went on, Mom and Dad started leaving him with me all the time. Eventually, I was Sam's permanent babysitter. When Sam turned 2, he turned into a maniac.
He drew on the walls with crayons, smashed an expensive vase, and poured milk in my dad's office drawer. And they blamed me every time.
That vase cost a fortune. I'm taking it out of your allowance.
But it's not my fault.
I told you so.
Told me what?
That the brat was a bad idea. It's only gonna get worse.
And Naomi was right. One day, I had a huge chemistry test and told my parents way in advance that I needed to study. But they still shoved Sam in my face and just left. I'd had enough. I dropped Sam off in Naomi's room and headed out the door.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm done with this family. I'm out of here.
You can't just leave me with this thing.
Watch me. Look, Sammy, she has cookies. Sam grabbed Naomi and I walked out the door.
No, get away. Leave me alone. Help.
I hopped on the bus and went straight to my dad's. He was out of town when I got there, so his maid let me in. For the first time in a long time, I had peace and quiet. My mom and stepdad freaked out when they found out I'd left, but I refused to come back. In school the next day, Naomi ran up to me looking crazy.
I can't take it. Please come back home.
I thought you hated me?
I do, but Sam's a demon. He tore up all my clothes and flushed my makeup down the toilet.
Sounds like you're getting a taste of your own medicine. I turned to walk away, but then Naomi started bawling like a big baby.
Please, I'll do anything. Just come back home.
Okay, maybe I'll come back, but on one condition. You have to do what I say when I ask.
No way. I'm not your maid.
You won't be my maid, you'll be my assistant.
That's even worse.
Take it or leave it. Naomi reluctantly agreed. But even if she hadn't, I'd have moved back anyway because I missed my little Sam. The thought of him being ignored by my shallow parents and selfish Naomi made me sick to my stomach. I moved back in, and whenever our parents left us with Sam, I'd set up a schedule, so Naomi and I shared the responsibilities. Things were great for a while, but they took a turn. When Sam turned 10, he stole my mom's diamond ring and gave it to his classmate to impress her.
A pretty ring for a pretty girl?
Are you crazy? I can't take this.
Sam got so mad he punched the girl in the face. Then he sold mom's ring to his friend.
I'll give it to you for $50.
40!
Deal!
One day, Sam's teacher called my parents in for a meeting. Of course, they were too busy to go and sent me and Naomi instead.
We came because our parents have leukemia. Oh my god.
No, she means anemia.
No, I think I meant amnesia. They're getting old and crazy.
They're just sick, and we came instead of them. Can you tell us what the problem is?
Sam gave one of his classmates a black eye. He broke a window, and he's been terrorizing the other students.
When we got home, I went straight to Sam's room. We need to talk about what's going on with you in school.
I'm busy.
If you keep this up, you might get expelled.
Get out!
Sam slammed the door in my face. He was very stubborn, but I wanted to help him. When my mom and stepdad came back that night, Naomi and I told them everything.
It's those mean kids, they hate me. And they're always making fun of me because I don't have nice things.
Oh, darling, we're so sorry.
We'll buy you new clothes.
Then Mom took Sam on a shopping spree. I couldn't believe they fell for his act. Later that night, my parents went out of town for a business dinner, and Naomi and I were watching Avatar World videos in my room when Sam appeared out of nowhere.
Hey, stupid witches, you're gonna pay for telling on me.
Get out of the way, psycho! We're trying to watch TV!
Sam pulled out a huge jar of crickets from behind his back and smashed it onto the floor. The crickets landed in our hair and all over our clothes.
Ha ha ha! Get them, my pretties!
A couple of months later, Mom and Stepdad called us into the living room to tell us we were moving into a brand new, fancy house.
So wait, we're rich again?
Yes, we have twice as much money as we had before.
Thank God! I hated being poor.
Now I can go to a fancy college.
Only the best for my daughter.
A month later, Naomi left for college in another city. I could have gone away too, but I was too worried about Sam. So I got enrolled in a college close to home. But soon after, my stepdad enrolled Sam in an expensive private school, and he started hanging out with these spoiled rich kids. I had to make sure that he didn't get into some big trouble. In my sophomore year, I was reading in the park one day when suddenly I spotted a big dog running at crazy speed with a guy my age trying to grab his leash. His name was Alex, and he was a senior in my university. I gave him my hoodie, and we ended up talking for a while. I hadn't even realized 2 hours had gone by. Oh shoot, I gotta go. I gotta check in on my little brother.
So how? How do I get your hoodie back to you? Maybe I could take you out for dinner tomorrow?
Oh, I'm sorry, but with the university and some things at home, I really don't have time to date.
Gotcha. Well, here's my number. Just let me know where I can drop it then.
He started walking away, and so did I. But a part of me felt like I was doing the wrong thing. Hey, wait! How about a coffee tomorrow?
Sounds like a good place to start.
Alex and I started dating, and being with him just made me happy. For the first time, it felt like someone was noticing what I needed and was taking care of me. But things at home with Sam just kept getting worse. He was skipping classes and getting detention all the time. And then some creepy guys started coming around the house looking for Sam when my parents weren't home. When I asked him who they were, he just told me to mind my business. Then one night, Sam came home with a bruised face. Are you okay? What's going on?
I'm fine, sis. I can take care of myself.
Sam, I can't be your babysitter forever. I have a life of my own, and one day I'll just leave.
Then leave. My life, my choices. You can't change someone who doesn't want to change.
Then he just hugged me and cried. The next morning I tried to talk to him, but he was already gone. I'm worried about Sam. I think something's going on with him.
You worry too much, honey. Sam's fine.
Have you seen his face?
He said he got hurt during football practice.
Soon after I graduated, Alex proposed. And I was over the moon! I'd have to move out, but I would only be 10 minutes away from Sam. Not that he seemed to care much either way. And on my wedding day, Sam was nowhere to be found. I kept calling him, but I couldn't get through. And we couldn't postpone the ceremony any longer. I felt so upset that he had missed this. But 2 hours later, I finally got a panicked call from Sam asking me to pick him up from some bad neighborhood. You're not a baby anymore. You just ruined one of the most important days of my life. I've always been there for you, and you couldn't even be there for me, even today. I started to give up hope of fixing him. I was fighting a battle alone, a battle that wasn't mine, and my parents just made things worse. Sam failed high school, but my stepdad paid the school board to give him passing grades. It made me so mad, but I had no say in the matter. Then one day, the company I worked for gave me an amazing job promotion if I moved to California. It was a great opportunity, but I felt unsure. Alex supported me either way, but I tossed and turned all night, thinking about what to do, and finally called Naomi.
You've got one life, Emery. You can either live it for Sam or live it for yourself.
Sam had started interning at his dad's firm, but I observed him for some weeks and saw that he still had the same kind of friends and was still blowing money and partying the same way. And I finally made my decision.
What? You're going to California? That's across the country. I need you here, Emery.
No, not really. You only need me around to clean up your messes. But I'm done doing that. Sam, you were right. You can't change someone who doesn't want to change.
Emery, please. You're all I have.
You've got Mom and Dad, and they'll take care of you in their own way. You're their kid. I just can't be your parent anymore.
But you're my big sister.
And I'll always be there for you as that. So when you decide to fix your ways, come and see me, okay? I love you, Sam, but I'm leaving. It's time.